What I would like to focus on is the leadership aspect of how to get the best in a deadlock. But we're going to look at the whole picture from the perspective of leadership, in which negotiation is a part of that leadership. Good negotiators are good leaders. There's a high correlation. And it's a myth to think that leadership is about command and control, telling people what to do. That's actually not true. A deadlock is an opportunity to go deeper into understanding your adversary or your partner's mindset. What is driving this mindset? What's driving this behavior? What is the motivation? And being able to get to motivation means you have to talk. You have to dialogue. You have to be curious to dig in to what is in the mindset, the emotions, the whole value system of that other person. Constructive leadership behavior is built around positive bonding. And the secret is how to turn an enemy, an adversary, into an ally through the bonding process. But what happens when the bond is broken? And all bonds will be broken at some point in your lifetime. Whether you're together a day, a month, a year, 50 years, 75 years, the bond will be broken at some point. We call it separation. We call it loss. We call it separating and letting go. And that the brain hates because it's what? Painful. Your brain hates pain unless you teach it something different. Because separation activates the grief process. And the grief process is necessary to go back and attach again. That's resilience. I fall down, I fail, I lose something, I'm resilient. I bounce back and I attach again. I get back into the game. I get back into playing to win. I attach again or reattach. I go through the bonding process, and then the next comes, and resilience is this cycle that we go through all the time. And in negotiation, we have to understand in that deadlock, we have the opportunity to deep dive, go deeper into what the other person's motivation is. It's a learning opportunity. Okay, so we're deadlocked. What is it you really want? Why do you want that? What's behind that? Here's what I want. Here's what I experience. What's going to be my loss if I don't reach some deal? And that doesn't make you vulnerable or weak. Now, it's true, if you're dealing with an opponent who is a warrior and nothing more than a warrior trying to kill you, you have to be able to protect yourself. There might be some exceptions. But generally, you want emotions to be based on positive bonding and be able to understand those losses and to use dialogue as the foundation to all negotiation. One of the big mistakes, and I'm very clear about this, is that dialogue is not long enough, deep enough before you start negotiating. Understanding conflict. Deadlocks are a conflict. Negotiation is a kind of conflict. It's a difference, and Matthias points this out so well. Disagreement and difference has to be out in the open. Difference is good. Conflict is good. You have to rewire your brain to think about conflict as good. And understanding this famous fish on the table, huh? When every conflict is under the table and it's a fish, what would happen? It'd be a pretty smelly mess. And that's how many teams are operating. It's a smelly mess. Everybody smells it. They hold their nose, but nobody puts that conflict on the table. So you have to be able to have the courage. We call them courageous conversations, difficult conversations, whatever name you want. But to put it transparently on the table and let's talk about it. Thank you all. Good luck.